So sometimes I feel kind of like, will people trust me as being an organizer if they know my real story? Almost every client that I have asks like, oh, I'm sure you were so organized as a child, and let's get real. I was quite the opposite. I have before and after pictures that I took of my own room as a kid because I knew I wanted to get organized, but I just really wasn't able to ever get there. And so these are my childhood bedroom as a kid, and it's a little sad to know that I wasn't able to get the professional help that I could to have somebody come in and help me work through everything. But at the same time, you know, these pictures encourage me and inspire me to see where I was and where I'm at now. Not only does my home look nothing like this, but I have my own business where I help other people to take their rooms from this mess and make it into something amazing. Just like I know it's more than clutter with my clients, it was so much more than clutter with this. It was, you know, having a grandpa who was a hoarder and who couldn't let go of anything, to having a rough just family life and environment growing up in. And, you know, I was the typical person that I can't throw this away because I might need it someday. And I was thinking all these things as a kid, you know, 10, 11 years old. And it was embarrassing. I hated having people come over. I hated having family tell me just to clean it up. I hated getting in trouble because my room wasn't clean, even though I didn't know how to declutter and organize and clean it. And I really hated it when people would come in and just physically start doing it on their own, even though I would say, please don't do that. Like, I don't want you to touch my things. So I get it. I've been in your shoes completely, and we all have different reasons why we have accumulated clutter, but we all have a similarity, which is clutter is driving us crazy and we need to do something about it. If I could go back and tell myself anything as a child, it would probably be that you are not wrong for not being able to clean up your room. You are going through a lot, and sometimes people don't know how to support you through that, and it will get better. And clutter isn't a life sentence. It feels like that at times. It feels like we can never escape it, but we can break through it. We can move on from it. We can change our paths. We can change, you know, our family's paths. It does take a lot of hard work, but just like anything, it's worth it in the end. You can change your life completely. Everything just becomes easier when there's not stuff everywhere. And it's hard to really get to that point sometimes of realizing it. But once you realize kind of the elephant in the room, and the elephant is the clutter, you are ready to kick that thing out and just move on and be happy with your home and your space and yourself, and just kind of feel proud of yourself for being able to learn new things and to learn how to work through clutter and keep things organized, and to just create a space that you love. Not only do I understand what it feels like to be in these types of situations, but I know how amazing it feels to finally work through things and to be on the other side. Clutter happens to everybody, and while you may be embarrassed about it, it really isn't something to be so ashamed of, because it happens to almost everybody in different seasons of life. Sometimes you could be the most organized person growing up, but then, you know, you start a full-time career and you get married and then you have a family, and the next thing you know, you're overwhelmed and these decisions aren't coming as easy as they once did. And that's okay. It's just a season and it's just a phase, and we can help you through that. So no matter if you've started your whole life with clutter or you're just now experiencing the clutter, just know that it's okay and that we're all fighting this thing together. I get how you're feeling now. I get how you want to feel. I totally get how you're going to feel in the end. And it just helps to have somebody who has had that personal life experience every step of the way, guiding you through it. My name is Sarah Brent, and I'm the owner of Practical Harmony Professional Organizing. We are based out of Bloomington, Illinois, and serve our clients all throughout Central Illinois. If you think now is the time for you to get things in your life organized, then definitely reach out to us, and we'll be happy to meet with you.